Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CNT podcast. We have a little bit of a packed house today, and you'll
You
love to
said
see it.
you
I am
said full
joined by
house.
I am joined by an interesting, fascinating cast of characters. I'll leave that up to you guys. You get to choose how you want to introduce yourselves. I'll just sit back here and enjoy
Justin,
the
your
show.
mark.
Hey, I'm Eli Burns. What's up?
Braden, you have to introduce yourself to the people.
All right. Hi, I'm Braden. I'm a semi-frequent guest on the CNT podcast, and I'm excited to be here today. And I think my predictions are better than everyone else's.
We would like to make this known, by the way. He is now our season preview guy. We had him on last year for the season preview.
Last year he had the Angels winning the division.
Quiet. We don't talk about that.
His predictions suck. Let it be known his are the worst.
I think mine this year are better. I didn't go crazy this year. They're better this year.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll
Like
believe
You
you.
had
had Marcus
FAU
Semien going to the Orioles. You don't get to talk, man.
Like you picked the Final Four correctly as well.
All right, Braden, you choose where you choose where we start for this one.
All right. We're going to start in the AL East.
All right.
I have the Blue Jays winning the division, going 96-66 and taking the number 2 seed in the American League. I have the Yankees finishing.
Whoa. Hey. One at a time.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to go full division. Oh, okay. My bad.
Whoa.
First off, the Blue Jays winning the division.
Yes.
Let's just take a moment. Time out. Let's back off. Let's point out the fact that they did not get better over the offseason. They, in fact, got worse. They traded away one of their best hitters and got Jack in return. Like,
They got a relief pitcher whose ERA is less than 1.5.
who'd they get back?
What's his name?
Here, I got it. I'll pull it up.
He's like what? He was one of my favorite relief pitchers.
The Teoscar Hernandez trade to the Seattle Mariners for Eric Swanson and for prospect Adam Macko.
Yeah, but Eric Swanson was really good.
I don't know. Braden, you can defend your take, and then the rest of us can rip on you.
Well,
so go ahead.
Just
Last
wait to
year-
hear
last
my
year-
pick.
Braden,
Go ahead. I don't think I need to defend my pick. I think it's
you
the
do.
right pick. I think that the Blue Jays are the best team in the AL East. I don't see Judge hitting 62 home runs again. And he really, in my opinion, he carried the Yankees last year. That's not going to happen again. But, that's just my opinion. I think Vlad's going to hit 40 this year. And I think that Bo Bichette's going to really improve his defense and be a close to 300 hitter. I think the Blue Jays are a good team. You guys can hate on it all you want. I don't care.
this just keeps getting worse.
I actually
Justin-
kind of like that pick, not gonna lie.
Justin, what's your reaction for? You got something else going on over there?
Bo Bichette will hit 280 and have horrible defense. Vlad will be lucky to get 5 home runs, let alone 40.
Are we going to do this for every team?
And the
Oh
pitching
no.
sucks.
We're not going to do this for every team. Believe me, we're not doing this for every team. Eli, you were the other guest. Who do you pick to go first in this division?
I agree with, believe it or not, I agree with Braden. I am picking Toronto to go 95-67, third in the AL.
Fellas.
I think they'll
No.
just get lucky. I think the Yankees are going to be a bit of a disappointment, and the Blue Jays are going to take advantage, and they're going to have sort of a Moneyball type year.
Blue Jays. Let me tell you where I got them. Also, I feel like I make this joke a lot, but this is my flu episode. My throat's all messed up. That's why it's my flu episode.
Well, just don't screw it up, Justin. You got
I
this.
have the Blue Jays going. I'm gonna say 85 wins. 85 wins. However many losses that is. I didn't fully do my math. And I can't do
77.
that in my 77. Eli, you're my math guy now. I'm gonna ask you for the math. 85-77, third in the East, but will sneak into the playoffs.
Okay, that's
Because
fair.
wait, there's three wild card
Yeah.
teams. Yeah,
Right.
they're gonna get the last spot.
So, everybody has these, fantastical stories of I'm gonna win the AL East and I'm gonna win the AL East until knock knock, it's the New York Yankees. Somehow, some way, they keep getting better. You thought the pitching was a problem. Here's Carlos Rodon. You thought, oh man, they can't figure out their shortstop. Anthony Volpe's here. The New York Yankees keep getting better.
What's supposed to be Yankees?
I'm talking about first place. I thought we were going first place down.
No, because I don't have the Blue Jays going first.
The Blue Jays are going to go place second in the division.
That's fair. That's fair.
Sure.
But what fun is that? That's not fun.
Exactly.
I am
Oh,
here
we
to
have the
tell you
Yankees in first
guys,
place.
I'm here to
Boring.
give you guys and the audience what is going to happen. And, I spoiled my pick. But, I mean, come on, gentlemen. The New York Yankees are the best team in the division. They are going to
Agreed.
they're going to continue to be the best team in the division.
Agreed.
They
You
are
can
going
hate
to be a
them all you want.
disappointment.
You can hate them all that you want. They keep getting better.
All right. Shall I move on to my second place team?
Sure.
I have
Well-
the Yankees. Oh,
Well, it can be it doesn't have to be your second place team. It can be any team.
I'm just gonna
But
go
then-
division. I'm just gonna go down for
Yeah,
me.
and then I realized it doesn't. You're gonna want to do it your way, and that my opinion, what I had to say, didn't matter.
Go ahead. If you want to say something, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it doesn't have to be your second favorite. It doesn't have to be
He's Justin here. Justin.
mute
Here.
me.
Yep. All right. Braden, go ahead. Your second place team.
I have the Yankees in finishing second place, going 94-68. I mean, the Yankees are a really good team. There's no denying that. There's no team that's besides the Blue Jays that even have a chance. So that's what I got for second place.
I think Braden's a copycat. I literally said the exact same thing. 94-68 for the Yankees, first wild card in the AL.
Braden, you gotta stop copying Eli.
Actually, I think Eli has to stop copying me. I go first. No.
Oh,
Ooh. Hey,
Ooh.
Justin. Let's just back
That
off.
was-
hey. But Braden, can you name every single World Series winner?
I'm sorry, every single World Series winner ever?
Yeah, Eli can.
That's impressive. I can't. No.
Give him a random year.
Let's go 1993.
That would be the Blue Jays.
Okay, that was a little. Now that I think of it, that was a little too easy. Let's go 2004.
I'm a Red Sox fan. It was my team. First time in 86 years. Greatest playoff run in MLB history.
1943.
That was the Yankees over the Cardinals in a World Series that nobody remembers.
Okay, we're gonna move on. No, that's just insane.
Don't
That's
doubt my guy
actually-
Eli, man.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Okay, good for you, dude. That's awesome.
I agree. I think the Yankees will win 94 games. I have them winning the division though.
I have the Yankees winning the division. The math is simple. I kind of gave that earlier, but the math is just simple on this one. I mean, when you have a better team, you just have a better team. I mean, the number one criticism was pitching last year because, after Garrett, you have Garrett Cole, who, like it or not, you know what you're getting out of Garrett Cole night in and night out. You have Nestor Cortez and Carlos Rodon, right?
I think so. I don't know.
You have Carlos Rodon, who I was talking with my grandpa actually about him last night, and he is here, one divot of a game, he's relatively consistent, probably 5 out of 6, 5 out of 6 starts, he's gonna be great, but then he has one rocky start. But overall, he's a improvement over a dying Luis Severino.
Yeah.
This team is just going to continue to get better. And just, much as I don't like to say it, that's just the reality with the Yankees, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
I still think Toronto's going to pull something out of their butts.
I think 3 and 4 are interchangeable though here.
I agree.
Yeah. I actually have Baltimore and Tampa going both 88 and 74, both barely missed the playoffs.
I like that. That's interesting. I have Baltimore finishing third in the division with a record of 86 and 76 and just barely missing the playoffs by 2 games.
This would be my wild card number 2 team. I have them making the playoffs in 3rd place. I got Baltimore.
See,
They beat out the Blue Jays by a game or 2, and then the Blue Jays beat out the Rays by a game or 2.
well, that's actually I'm actually them being better than the Blue Jays is interesting to me. But I will say
Book
this:
it.
I'm having an impossible time picking between the Orioles and the Rays because the problem is it is 2 teams with completely unknown variables.
Mhm.
Because we don't know if the Orioles last year were lightning in a bottle, or if Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, eventually Grayson Rodriguez, DL Hall, like we don't know
Adley Rutschman will prove he's the best catcher in baseball this season. He's not yet, but by the end of the year, he will be.
I was saying by the end of next year. That was that was one prediction I was going to make eventually. Just the thing is they're both. I mean, I get that we're kind of lumping it in here, and I apologize for kind of just disrupting the order again with that. But these are 2 teams that are inconsistent for different reasons. Like the Orioles, we really don't know. And we also don't know with the Rays because everybody and their mom on the Rays was injured last year.
It's true.
For some time or another. Glasnow, Baz, McClanahan.
Wander.
Yep, Wander. I think Randy even was injured for some time last year. Like, nobody could, get off the injury bug. So like if they stay healthy, like we're looking at a 2020, Rays type of situation with that, with just that level of young talent. But are we getting that?
I don't think so.
I'm not a believer in the Rays either.
Not that I don't believe in them. Like I like the Rays a lot, but I guess I don't really believe in them.
I want to believe in them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I have the Rays finishing 4th in the division with a record of 84 and 78. They're a good team. I just don't think that they're good enough to make the playoffs, but that's just my prediction. I have the Red Sox, not making the playoffs obviously and finishing in 5th place with a record of 77 and 85.
Yeah, I have 3 words that can describe my thoughts on the Red Sox. Just kill me. I have them going 72 and 90, last place by a mile.
I have them going 70 and 92. Sorry, Eli.
I have 75 and 80, like 75 and 87. Like,
I'm actually
bold take.
Yeah, I'm
Red
actually
Sox,
going to a Red
worst
Sox
record in the league.
no.
What? No.
In the AL.
No.
The Oakland Athletics exist.
I think they're going to surprise people and win 1 more game than the Red Sox.
That would be wild.
1 game.
I think you should be in a mental asylum come October, Justin.
Yeah.
Take it back.
No. So here's my thing on the Red Sox, right? You lose Xander Bogaerts to the Padres, right? What did you get in return? You got Justin Turner and who was the Japanese guy? They got some Japanese guy. I don't remember what his name is.
Masataka Yoshida, I think was his name.
Showed out in the World Baseball Classic. If we're thinking, if he's the same guy that was destroying it, right?
Dude has a chance to win Rookie of the Year for sure.
He won't, but he has a chance.
Yeah, I agree.
And so we have a veteran.
He's not even the best rookie on the Red Sox. Tristan Casas is better.
So we have an unproven Japanese import, which I'll forever doubt. I did this with Seiya Suzuki last year. I did this with Shohei Ohtani when he came into the league. I'll do this every single time, just because that's just my nature. We have an unproven Japanese import and a veteran that hasn't been good probably in 3-4 years, like truly good in 3-4 years for one of the best shortstops in baseball. keeping in mind that Justin Turner isn't a shortstop, and I don't think Yoshida is either. So, like,
Story is
Yes. Colorado Rockies legend Trevor Story.
then who do you put it? But who do you put it second? Then, like, there's so many. Like,
Kiki Hernandez.
oh boy, we just replaced Xander Bogaerts with Kike Hernandez. Oh
Yay.
boy, if that doesn't get you ready to go out to
Whoa.
Fenway, I don't know what does.
I'm going to Fenway in August, by the way.
Oh,
sorry.
that's sick. That's
Nice.
sick.
That is fun. That will be fun though.
Bro,
We're-
Tom is out here hating like he's going to Fenway. You ain't never
not going.
been. You've never been.
No,
I mean, my dad's probably been to Wrigley more times than Justin has. He's only
Ouch.
been, I don't think Justin's ever been to Wrigley. My dad's been.
I
there.
have.
he
I've
has
been
been.
there multiple times.
So I'm wrong.
Justin's a Wrigley veteran. All right, Braden, where are we heading next?
All right, we're just gonna move right over to the AL Central. I think if any of us have a different pick than the
Okay.
Cleveland Guardians winning the division, something's wrong.
Okay, I
They're
have
gonna
a new
go
idea.
89 and 73.
Let's all just go in order of first place and second. So if we have a different first place winner, we say our first place winner, not sticking
Yeah.
with the team.
Yeah, like we did last year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
like-
idea.
I was wrong to change it. It got confusing.
hey, it's okay. We're all wrong sometimes. Not me, but we're all wrong sometimes.
Yeah, I'm wrong a lot. So
I am wrong too.
Well, that Blue Jays pick probably wasn't right. So yeah,
Gotta take a chance though.
I agree. So yeah, Cleveland winning the division 89-73. They'll be the number 3 seed just like they were last year. I don't really feel like there's too much debate on who's winning the division, but hey, you guys gotta give your picks.
I am going with Cleveland to go 95 and 67, 2 seed in the AL.
I have to.
It's only going to get better.
I'm big on the Guardians. I like the Guardians. I have them winning. I'm going to 2 Guardians games as of right now. I have them winning the division. I'll say 92 and 70.
It's just gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna get ridiculed for this. I already know this.
Oh no.
I already know
no,
this.
no.
Tommy.
No. I'm picking the Guardians.
Okay, thank you.
But I think that they are going to be the number 1 seed.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Over the
they
Astros.
have
So
the
you're an
best-
idiot. You're an idiot.
They have the best
Okay.
pitching staff in baseball.
Oh,
No, they don't.
Where else are you looking? Where else are you looking? Where else are you going with that pitching staff? Who is beating that pitching staff? No, this is a genuine question.
New York Mets.
Astros.
Mets, Astros, Mariners.
Mariners do not have a better pitching staff.
Mariners don't.
They don't.
Bro, everyone's
Cleveland has
hating
a
on the
top-
Mariners.
Cleveland has a top 5 rotation for sure, but
Top
they're not the
3
number
at
one.
the very at bar. It's top 3 at the bare minimum.
It's
No.
4. I think it's top 4.
Nah, y'all are crazy.
You're just wrong. You're wrong, Tommy. You're wrong. You just preach about you not being wrong. You are wrong right now.
I do think they will get the 2 seed, but not the 1 seed.
They will not get the 1 seed.
I said the 2.
They won't get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Let's resort for Houston.
Except for 2020. And 2021, I guess.
So you have Bieber and McKenzie, who are both. McKenzie is like Cy
Missing
Young
the
caliber.
first 2 months.
Yes, that is true. But even after that, Bieber, you got Cal Quantrill, who I am absolutely in love with. I love Cal Quantrill.
He's solid. But like,
And
Good.
but
This
the Mariners
and the
number 3
bullpen,
pitcher is
too?
better
Are we-
than him.
Are we not?
The
Are we
Mariners,
just gonna
the Mariners
scroll
number 3
past some of the
starting
best
pitcher.
bullpens in-
The Mariners number 3 pitcher is better than Cal. Logan Gilbert is our number 3. Gilbert is better than Cal.
I would say so, yeah.
That's
Make
not a
that 3
hot
of-
take. That is not a hot take.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not a Logan Gilbert is better than Cal Quantrill. That's not a hot take.
Here's a hot take. We should move on to number 2.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Sorry, Eli.
finishing second in the AL Central, I have the Minnesota Twins going 84 and 78. They improved. I think Joey Gallo is going to have his best year of his career, and I
Joey
think but they're
Gallo
going to miss the playoffs.
sucks. Joey Gallo sucks.
Dude's
He
going to hit
is-
30 home runs this year at
Dude's
least.
gonna be lucky to hit 10.
Okay.
He is more washed up than a 10-year-old sheep.
Eli gets it.
But I do have the Twins finishing second at 86 and 76, missing the playoffs.
I have the White Sox finishing second, missing the playoffs.
I have the White Sox in second, missing the playoffs as well.
Hey, Tommy, high five.
I will tell you what
Braden.
though,
Braden,
if the White Sox are I mean, I could see the White Sox making the playoffs based off of this alone. No, hear me out.
I'm hearing you out.
They have the easiest division to prey upon compared to the
That is
other.
also true.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
you're not playing
if they
division
are
rivals
going-
as much. Like every team
That
plays
is
every
also
team.
true.
It's what 14, 15 games now. It's something.
No, it's like 12. It used to be 17 in division.
Yeah, it used to be 19.
Now-
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's
Let me
like
look.
12. Like it's a big drop off. And now they're gonna have to play teams like the Dodgers and the Cubs. Well, they'll probably
No,
beat
you
the
really
Cubs.
tried to throw the Cubs in that one.
They're the second NL team that came to mind. They'll probably beat the Cubs, but they have to play teams like the Padres and the Cardinals now, who I would say
Yeah,
are
it's
better than
13.
It's 13.
13. I was
13
close.
from 9. It was 19. Now it's 13.
I was closer
Like I
than
said,
Tommy
I don't
was.
think
Let
that they're
it be
going to make the
known.
playoffs, but I think it's easier than people give them credit for. Just with how easy the rest of that division is.
yeah.
Like 3 through 5. I mean, you're kind of coasting.
Yeah. Finishing third in the division, I have the Chicago White Sox going 78 and 84. I don't know. I mean, they have the potential to be really good this year, but I just don't think they will. This always seems to be an issue. They're like the worst version of the Mets. They're gonna find a way to screw it up, and that's what I have them going 78 and 84.
Agreed. They are
I-
a worse version of the Mets.
I pretty much agree, but I have them going 82 and 80.
I have the Twins finishing third, going 81 and 81, being as mid as can be.
That's fair.
I have the Twins going 79 and 83. I mean, like, what are you getting out of Byron Buxton? What are you getting out of all these? Like, there's so many different,
Hot take. Correa's injury problem is gonna bite him in the butt this season. He's gonna miss time due to the ankle.
Not a hot take, I don't think, but
I don't think that's
agree.
very hot.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's hot. Sorry, but I do agree with it.
Sorry.
I think it's the right prediction.
It's the right prediction, but it's just you can't say, oh, this guy has an injury, so it's going to trouble him. That's not. I mean, you can't call that a hot take, unfortunately. Sorry. All right, number 4.
All right, finishing fourth, I have the Kansas City Royals finishing with 68 and 94. I think that they have more potential than the Detroit Tigers, not that much more. I think they're a little bit slightly better of a team than the Detroit Tigers, but in the end of the day, it doesn't matter because they still suck. 68 and 94.
I think the Royals will go 70, 92. I really like Salvador Perez, and I have a feeling this team's going to be something special in about 5 years or so, but it's not 5 years right now.
Mhm. Justin,
Royals are gonna go 80 and 82. Because
Okay.
this man will finish top 5 in MVP voting.
Wow, that's a
Wow.
hot take.
whoa, holy smokes,
That is hot.
that is
Bobby
wild.
Witt Jr. supremacy. He's
That
gonna
is
steal
wild.
35 bases and hit 30 home runs minimum.
Oh,
What just
my.
happened,
If
gentlemen?
you don't know, you do now. If you don't know, you do now.
May I point out that is one ugly jersey?
I like those jerseys.
Eli,
think they're
you have
mid.
Eli, you have broken my heart forever.
What do you
Alrighty.
mean?
I spent $150 on this jersey. I love it.
I'm going against the grain here. But I think the Tigers come in fourth.
No,
It's
the
like a
Tigers
1 or
suck.
2 game split.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Bobby
the
Witt
only
solos
reason
that
is-
entire team.
I mean, you have Bobby Witt Jr. I mean, is the one young star, right?
Stud. He's
You
a
have Spencer
stud.
Torkelson and Riley Green. You have Salvador Perez. You have Miguel Cabrera. Like these teams match up so evenly, except for the fact that you got 2 young stars to 1. That's the only separator.
MJ
between these two teams.
Melendez. He's a stud.
I'm seeing the Tigers at Fenway in August, so I could catch a bit of them.
That'd be cool. I saw the Tigers play last year.
Either
Cool.
way, it's going to be close, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I have Tigers
Yeah, I mean-
finishing last, if you couldn't guess.
I have Tigers at last with 64 wins and 98 losses.
I
have
like
them
that
last,
record.
I have them last 65 and 97. It's all the same, really.
62 and 100. I'll say they lose 100 games.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like the Royals and Tigers are going to finish like neck and neck with each other, and it isn't really going to matter at the end of the day.
The battle of the suck.
Exactly. It's the. I mean, every time they get together, it's going to be the tank ball. So you know.
And I'd save that for the NL Central, not the AL Central. More on that later.
That's
Newman.
also a good point.
Alrighty, Braden,
All right.
lead us west.
Finish them off with the AL West. I have the Astros winning the division, going 103 and 59. Astros are always they're consistently good. I don't think they're going to make it to the World Series again, but they're a really good team. And I think that they pull off 100 wins easy. 103 and 59.
Me and
Kyle
you,
Tucker. Let me just throw this in there. Kyle Tucker has the potential to be a top 20 player this year.
I agree.
Kid's special.
I
He is
completely agree
underrated
with
as can be.
everything you said, Braden. 103-59, best record in all of baseball.
I agree. I think
And
they're
no
gonna go up.
Trevor's not giving me advice.
Well, Trevor's actually in here pointing a gun at me, so I have to say they're gonna go 162 and 0. I'm just kidding. I think they're gonna go 105 wins. Best record in the league. Only team to crack 100 wins. That's all I have to say.
So I was talking about the Yankees earlier, right? And how they just seem inevitable. Isn't just it feel that like the same way with the Astros?
Yes.
Like they just won the World Series, and you know they lose Verlander, but there's so many other competent players in that rotation, and they had Jose Abreu.
I don't know who's denying that the Astros are going to win the West this year. Like
You'd have to
they're going to
be-
win the West.
Yeah.
You'd have
it's
you'd have to be crazy.
it's just the reality of it, yeah. And I think number 2, I feel like this division, I think everybody agrees on 1 through 5, honestly.
I think so too. It's a very clear cut 1 through 5, in my opinion.
In my opinion as well, yeah.
Number 2. Let's all say it on the count
yeah.
of 3.
1, 2, 3.
Your
Mariners.
Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No-
Mariners are
number
going to
3
go
team.
90. Oh, sorry.
Let's do the number 3 team, see if we all agree again.
All right, let's do
1,
it.
2, 3.
The LA
Angels.
Los
Angels.
Angeles Angels, yeah.
Number 4 team. 1, 2, 3.
Texas
Rangers.
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 5 team. 1, 2, 3.
Houston
Oakland
Astros.
Athletics.
No, just kidding. I'm going with the A's.
Yeah, this is a
Does
clear
anybody
cut
have any
division.
actual commentary they want to provide on any of these guys? Because I have
I
one.
think the Angels will make the third wild card.
I think the Angels
I-
miss
me
playoffs by a
too.
game.
Me
By a
too.
game.
Angels making third wild card.
By a
And they-
single
yeah,
game, they miss it. They miss it to the Blue Jays by a single game.
that would be an Angels thing to happen. Yeah.
So wild card teams this year. At least one of the AL East teams and at least one of the AL West teams. So it's gonna be the Mariners and either the Blue Jays or Orioles. That's pretty much the consensus I've gotten. And then a third of either Blue Jays, Orioles, not like whichever one it isn't of those, or the Angels is what
Mhm.
it really feels like.
Yeah,
Or
I
the
have
Or the
I have
Rays.
the
The Rays.
Yankees. I have the Yankees, the Mariners, and the Angels making the wild card spots. with the
I have the-
Orioles just missing out.
I have the Blue Jays, Orioles, and Mariners making it with the Angels just missing out.
I have it Yankees, Mariners, Angels, Orioles, and Rays barely miss out.
I think the White Sox are also in that race. I'm going to
No.
continue to. I'm going to continue to beat that drum off the weak division. That's all I'm going
Well, stop beating that drum because you're wrong.
to say.
Shall
don't
we do AL awards?
Sure. Where
Sure.
you want to
Yeah.
start?
Well, that's up to Chowder.
All right. Well, American League MVP. I'm going with my boy, Shohei Ohtani. He's
Oh.
coming up. He's coming up on a contract year. He's going to go off, and the dude's going to sign a $500 million contract. Whether that's with the Angels or not, I don't know. But the dude is going to absolutely make bank. He's going to be one of the best pitchers in baseball. He's going to be one of the best hitters in baseball.
Sorry, but
He's
they
going
should
to be
trade him.
Shohei Ohtani.
They should trade him.
They should.
That's what I said forever ago, but they don't listen to me. So whatever.
Ohtani will win MVP, but it'll be a close race.
Justin?
Any dissents?
The winner of the AL MVP, Jose Ramirez.
I thought you were going to say Bobby Witt Jr., and I was going to absolutely lose my crap. But okay.
We were
Oh, no,
I-
no.
all we were we
Oh.
were done.
I have a hot NL take for you, but no.
We were gonna be done.
No.
I was leaving if Bobby Witt Jr. was
Bobby
there.
Witt Jr. will finish top 7 in MVP voting though. He'll be top 7, but he won't win it.
That's
Not yet. Not yet, at least. Not yet.
You are a clown.
I'm not a clown. You know I'm right.
oh no. That is just
No.
that is-
Okay. How about this? If it happens, I want all of you to record an apology to me if Bobby Witt Jr. finishes top 7 in MVP voting.
Gladly.
we were saying it would have been bad if you had to pick him to win it. I have no problem with top 7. Top 7 is
Oh,
fine.
okay. Yeah, no,
He
he's
might.
not winning.
I said he might.
Yeah,
The problem the problem is if he won it.
no, I know he's not winning. I don't think he's winning. No.
Okay. Ohtani wins it, but he does. Obviously he doesn't if he gets traded. Oh no, we lost Braden. Oh no, Wi-Fi. Oh no. All right. We're back. We're all good. Internet has been solved. We're all good. So I was saying Shohei Ohtani's gonna win it unless he gets traded to the NL. That's really all. That's really the ultimatum there. That's really all there is to it. The only way that he doesn't win it in my eyes is if that happens. I think it's that simple. I don't really,
Ram. Jose Ramirez is winning.
I really like Jose Ramirez.
Me too.
I've always really liked him.
I'm
He's
also
not
seeing
someone you
this
can dislike.
I want him to win MVP. I just don't think it'll happen.
Exactly.
I agree.
He is the guy that I want to win it because I was in Cleveland last year. I went to a Guardians game, and the amount of love that they have for that guy is absurd. We're talking more than any J-Rod love or anything else that I have ever seen. This is more love for a player from one city than I've ever seen in my life. It is wild. He is the hero. So
I kept thinking
He wasn't
would
the hero in
regret. He never does.
2016. He wasn't the hero in 2016.
The
How-
2016
how
World
old is-
Series sucked. No, I'm just kidding.
So Jose Ramirez is 30 right now. In 2016, he was 23. Can I really blame a guy for not being, that
The
wasn't-
greatest ball player on earth at 23.
at 23?
He
Yeah, I'm
wasn't
not.
the hero. He wasn't the hero. The Cubs were. It's all about the Cubs.
Not this year, but okay.
All right. AL
Put it in your
Cy-
fantasy, Justin.
AL
AL
Cy
Cy
Young.
Young.
All right. For AL Cy Young, I'm picking a guy that is underappreciated. The dude's on a good team. He's a really great pitcher. He's young and this is the year he's just going to absolutely go off. I have Alek Manoah winning the AL Cy Young from the Toronto Blue Jays. So undervalued.
I have an underrated pitcher. Framber Valdez wins AL Cy Young.
That's a
I
good
like
pick.
these.
I
I
like
like
that.
these two picks so far. These are some good picks. I'm gonna go with Shohei Ohtani though.
That's a good pick too.
Like I like.
3 for 3.
I can't not pick him to not win any award. Like he's taking home an award this year, no doubt.
All right, can we talk about how crazy it would be if he won both Cy Young and MVP?
That would be insane.
That'd
I
be
mean,
crazy.
we're talking about unprecedented. I mean, this guy can hit an absolute moonshot. We are talking, 425 to dead center, like see you later, all-time home run call, walk-off home run. Obviously, it's an irrelevant game because the Angels don't play relevant baseball. I mean,
I know you dream about
as a Rockies fan, I can tell you, the Angels do not play relevant baseball.
You're right.
I was saying that I know you dream of having Ohtani play at Coors every night, Tommy.
All right, can we imagine the absolute, the tanks that would be hit if Shohei Ohtani was a Colorado Rocky? That's all I'm saying.
That would be fun.
We also I would like to say, I don't want Shohei Ohtani.
Rockies fan.
Because if we get him, it's going to perpetuate all the problems that the Rockies have had the past couple of years.
Mhm.
The number one ailment facing the Rockies is that they're just good enough to say, all right, we're going to be in the, high 60s, to mid 70s, win total. It gets butts in the seats and it produces some exciting moments, but we're never bad enough to get like a top tier pick, but we're never good enough to compete. That is the conundrum of the Colorado Rockies.
No man's land is the worst place to be.
Exactly.
So wait, Tommy, who was your Cy Young pick though?
My Cy Young pick is Dylan Cease.
I like
we
that.
all had great picks. We all had.
We went.
Yeah, I would say
that
well
was
done.
good.
Well done
that
to
was
everybody.
yes. That was very nice.
Way to go, us.
Also, the fact that we live in a world, by the way, where we can have a guy who hits lefty and hits nukes lefty and then throws 102 righty. Shohei Ohtani is absurd.
Insanity.
I know I'm not saying anything new. Like this has been said for years, but still, it just has. I mean, it has to be said.
All
right. Well,
rookie of the year, and then we get to move on to the NL, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, rookie of the year. This is where everyone starts to get all crazy on me. I have Logan O'Hoppe winning the American League MVP. Dude comes in.
Wait.
MVP.
I'm sorry. Rookie of the year.
Okay.
Rookie of the year. I'm sorry. Yes, Logan O'Hoppe, Angels catcher, winning American League Rookie of the Year. The dude is, I love him very much. I'm biased, but I love him very much. So
I don't hate
that's all I got.
No, I don't hate the pick.
It's a good pick, but I have to go with Gunnar Henderson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my heart tells me Gunnar Henderson. I mean, no, my brain tells me Gunnar Henderson. But a name I don't think he's gonna win. But a name I want to throw out is Bryce Miller for the Mariners. He didn't make the opening day roster, but I do think he'll get called up around the same. He has the same trajectory as George Kirby did. He could be a stud. He's not gonna win it, but his name should be brought up at least.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. There's no. I mean, what is it? Occam's razor. It's like the simplest solution is always the right one. Gunnar Henderson. I mean, the guy is where he is for a reason. Like, you don't have to like it. That's just the reality of what it is. I mean, the guy is going to be the best, that's just how it is. If I had to do a surprise one, Anthony Volpe could turn some heads.
Yeah.
There's my input on that. All righty.
All right, on to the NL.
Yep.
All right, we'll start in the NL East. This time I have the Atlanta Braves winning the American League East with a record of 101-61. That's what I got for them. Same record as last year.
NL East.
What did I say?
American League East.
Oh, I did. Long day. NL East, Braves winning it. and they're the number 2 seed in the National League.
I am going with the Mets winning it at 102-60, top seed in the NL. I mean, that
Mets-
team is just solid from top to bottom.
I'm gonna go with the Mets winning it, winning 99 games, being the number 2 team in the NL. But no other NL team gets 100 wins. Number 1 team is gonna win 99 as well, and they're gonna have the tiebreaker over them.
All right. Here's a question. How much would I get laughed out of the room? This is completely hypothetical. Or it's hypothetical in a dream world. How much would I get laughed out of the room if I said the Miami Marlins?
You would be kicked off the podcast in general.
All right.
You'd be
We
done.
should
You'd
do
be done.
internationals.
I was
You
just
get hung
curious.
in the street.
You'd
No,
be done.
I think the Philadelphia Phillies are gonna do it.
Now
I
with the
would say
injuries,
that,
now with the
but Bryce
injuries they've
Harper's hurt.
had. Now with the injuries, I want them to win it, but not with the injuries, man.
Me too. Me too.
It
I
is
think
a
the thing
good
is
pick,
I
but
mean, okay.
I don't think it happens.
The Braves lose one of their best players, and we think they're going to get better.
No, I
But
think
the
they get
Phillies,
worse.
but the Phillies lose one of their best players, and we think they're going to do it that incrementally much worse. I don't see it.
I have the Phillies winning like 97 games, being second only by 2 games.
Yeah, I have the Phillies winning 93 games, but still making the playoffs.
I mean, I'll go my second place, but it's not the Phillies. I have the Mets winning 98 games in second place. I think I would have had them over the Braves if Edwin Diaz wouldn't have gotten hurt. I think that doesn't help. That doesn't help obviously at all because the
Their
electric
bullpen
closer.
is terrible now.
But
Their
like,
bullpen
you
is
know,
terrible.
Mets 98 wins.
Can
I
I'm
gotta
going-
go. I gotta go with the Braves. 101 wins, just back by 1 game. Yeah, it'll be
I'm
that.
I'm going Phillies 97 wins, lose it by 2 games.
Also, can I say this? Can I say something else too?
No.
You can pick any of the big 3 and have the right answer too. I'd like to say
Mhm.
that any of these 3 teams, I think could. I'm not going to say easily because of how competitive a division it is, but you can easily justify all 3 teams doing it.
I agree.
That being said, I am picking the Atlanta Braves to finish second in the division behind the Philadelphia Phillies.
Not bad.
Dansby, the loss of Dansby is what kills it for me.
I love Dansby, man.
All right, so finishing third in the NL East, I have the Philadelphia Phillies going 91-71. I think that they start the season out kind of slow, but I think that once Bryce Harper gets back, I think they really turn it around. Bryce Harper is a top 10 player when healthy, and I think he really revitalizes that team once he comes back, and they're going to make the playoffs for sure.
I think the pitching is what my justification for what them winning though is the pitching. I think the pitching carries them through the slow time.
Yeah, I think they win 93 games and get in as the second wild card.
I think I have the Braves finishing third. I think they'll be the second wild card as well. I have them going like 95. So like only 4 games out of first place.
I have the Mets finishing third. They're going to be the second wild card. It's really for me just the math of, you're just spending so much money, you have to make the playoffs. The loss of Edwin Diaz gives them one of the worst bullpens in baseball, period. Bar none, including, the Reds and the Pirates and all these other terrible teams.
That we know won't make the playoffs anyways. Yeah.
But there's no talent in that bullpen. Like, you look at that bullpen, the best player play Adam Ottavino. Like, that's how bad it is because Edwin Diaz isn't in town. By the way, the World Baseball Classic was still worth it. I'd like to make that point.
Yeah.
They knew the assumed risk going in.
Yeah. and they wanted to do it anyways. That's what matters, in my opinion. So,
Mhm.
all right, finishing 4th place in the NL East, I have Miami. They go 72-90, whatever. I don't got much to say.
I mean, I have Miami at 75-87, 4th, only because of Sandy Alcantara.
Agreed.
Yeah, consensus.
And then that means last place is the Nationals. Agreed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Give him
Let's
3
move
years.
on.
Give him 3 years.
Oh yeah, give them like 2-3 years, they'll be back.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
NL
All right,
Central.
NL Central.
Okay, call me crazy, but I think this is 1 through 5 as well. 2 and
No.
3 you could 2 and
I
3 you
think
can
so
debate.
too.
1, 4, and 5 are set. 2 and 3 you can debate.
I mean, okay. Should we
Can
do
I-
the same thing
Can
as
I-
the
Can
AL
I
West?
go first? Can I go first?
Okay.
No, you're gonna
Nah.
say the Cubs.
No. I think the Cubs get second. I want to explain my reasoning.
Okay, first off, we all agree the Cardinals are getting in first place.
Yes,
Yeah.
Cardinals won.
Yes. They have the 2 of the 3 best players in the NL, period.
they only win 87 games though.
I can get behind that.
I'd say
That's low.
92.
That's low for me.
I can get behind it though. But that's because I hate the Cardinals.
And I really like the Cardinals, so yeah.
See,
And
this is
I
why
like, okay, this is going to be crazy, but I like the Cubs and the Cardinals.
you like the Cubs.
I like both.
Dude, I was at work yesterday, not yesterday, earlier this week. I met the sweetest old lady in the parking lot who was wearing a Cardinals hoodie. I was helping her out to the car. I said, oh, but she went to spring training and everything. Sweetest old lady. The
She might
best
be my
Cardinals fan.
neighbor.
The best Cardinals fan I've ever met.
She might actually be my neighbor.
That would
Cardinals
be
fans are
amazing.
low key great.
No,
Like
no.
yes.
Yes.
They're
Yes.
the most passionate, best fans in baseball. And I'm not a Cardinals fan per se. I'm not biased.
The Cardinals are not the best fans in baseball. That is just wrong.
I have the best fans in baseball. That is a story for another day.
But she
Hey,
said that
I
the
can tell
Cubs
you who are the
Cardinals.
best fans in baseball. I like
Hey,
to. I
my
like.
story. She said to me that the Cubs and Cardinals is a friendly rivalry. And I thought to myself, no, it's not, but you're so sweet. I'm going to agree with you anyway.
It is though relative to a lot of the other ones.
Not if you're a Cubs and Cardinals fan.
I don't
Okay.
know. A lot of the
Moving
other
on.
rivalries are a lot more openly hostile. I feel like this
I
one's a
feel-
lot more chill
I feel
overall.
like the Cubs, I have Cubs over Brewers because I feel like the Brewers have no hitting. I feel like the Cubs have a very underrated team.
Yeah. I think the Cubs finished second, 81 wins, 81 losses.
Eli, you
They'll-
just made my day.
They'll be in contention till the end, but they'll fade down the stretch.
Eli, you just made my day.
Thank you.
I have the Milwaukee Brewers finishing second. They're going 85-77.
Baloney. Baloney.
What makes you think, besides Dansby Swanson, that the Cubs are a better team than the Brewers?
I think I have a hot take.
The most
Corbin
underrated
Burns-
player in baseball. The most underrated player in baseball.
You have a jersey for every player you like, don't you?
Well, he's my favorite player on the Cubs. Why wouldn't I have his jersey?
But
Oh, I thought Dansby was your favorite, but okay.
No,
I have a hot take.
it's Nico.
I have a hot take for my third place team. It's going to be the Brewers finishing third, but Corbin Burns will be traded at the deadline.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, I agree.
Forget just Corbin Burns. The Brewers are sellers at the deadline.
Yeah.
Period.
They have like a Cubs type deadline. They blow everything up.
Yeah. Fourth.
Got to go with the Pirates.
Yep, I agree.
I agree.
Pirates are better than the Reds.
Oh,
Not much to it.
100%.
But that's like saying, would you ever get nuked by Little Boy or Fat Man?
Yeah. No. He's right. He's right. Like it's it doesn't really matter. And then 5. Okay.
Reds, worst team in baseball, gonna win 50 games at max.
No.
I have them 61 wins, which
I'll give him 60. I'll give him 60. I'll give him.
I
I
got
have the A's
59.
winning 53 games this year. So yeah,
I'll give him 60.
Here's
got him
my-
winning
here's
59.
here's a thought for you. My surprise of all the team, my good surprise. This does not mean anything for actual playoff, even a playoff berth. I guarantee that they will not make the playoffs. But for a positive surprise, the Cincinnati Reds are going to do better than people expect.
Maybe.
With the combination of old and young talent that they have on that team, they are going to do better than people expect them to.
Well, I mean, the thing
Mhm.
is like, they suck, so I don't think they'll do worse than anyone expects. You can only really go up from failure.
Mhm. I don't know. They're going to fight with the Pirates for the 4 seed, and it's going to be really stupid the entire way.
I can see it.
It is
It's
going to
going to
be
be Ellie De La
comedy.
Cruz versus O'Neal Cruz. That's all I'm saying. It's going to be the rivalry for the ages.
I can get behind what he's saying. I'm buying what he's putting down.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where's my
All right,
wallet?
Braden.
I'd like to buy.
Last division.
I don't
NL
have my
West?
wallet on me.
NL West, this might be a little hot. I don't think it's hot, but some people might think it's hot. I have the Padres winning the division, 102 and 6.
I agree, but not that many wins. Not 100 wins, 99 wins. But I agree, Padres win.
I have my division. I have the Dodgers with 99 wins. I just can't bet against them.
That's understandable. You can't be mad at that.
It's hard to bet against the Dodgers.
But I don't. I feel like the missing Gavin Lux is going to hurt them a lot more than they realize.
I mean, they'll just pull another guy out of their rears from the minors.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Dodgers paid a king's ransom to win multiple World Series back in like 2019, 2020. They paid a king's ransom and a half to get, everybody under the sun, right?
The Mickey Mouse World Series, yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Shohei Ohtani's new home, the Dodgers.
Hey, shut up. Stop while you're ahead, all right?
Yeah.
If the Dodgers get him, it won't be via trade just because they have no pieces like prospects left to give. Their best prospect is at a position that they don't need. Diego Cartaya is a catcher. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Diego Cartaya is a catcher, correct?
Yeah, but
I
they
believe
also
so,
have
yeah.
Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller is good.
Bobby Miller is good. He's not their best prospect, though.
No, he's not the best.
Diego Cartaya is their best prospect,
Yes.
and he is a catcher, which is the number one position that they don't need. Will Smith is a top 10 catcher in the MLB.
Yes.
Like it or not, he is.
I would say top 5.
I wanted to say top 5, but I didn't want to get absolutely put on blast for top. I didn't want to get put on blast for saying that. So,
All right, should we move to second place? Second
Yeah.
place, I have the Los Angeles Dodgers winning 97 games, 97-65. I just think the Padres are better, but the Dodgers are going to be the number 2 wild card in the National League.
either way, you can't go wrong, right?
I
Yeah.
have the Padres finishing second, 95 wins, second wild card, NL.
I have the Dodgers winning 98 games, losing to the Padres by 1 game, being the first wild card.
I have the Padres as the second wild card.
Okay. I have a hot take.
Yeah.
Diamondbacks finished third, missed playoffs by a game or 2.
I would not
I
be
mean,
surprised if that happened.
I don't think they'll miss the playoffs by a game or 2, but they're definitely
Maybe a
going to
little
have
more.
a winning record in my
They're
opinion.
they're gonna miss the playoffs by within 10 games, and they're gonna be third in the division.
They will be over 500 and third.
Mhm.
I have them missing it by 8 games. I have them going
Yeah.
83 and 79.
Yeah.
I watched them
not a
last
game
year.
or
They're a
2.
very talented team.
Oh yeah.
Yes. They're
Mhm.
just
I have them finishing third.
the same.
What are we getting out of Corbin Carroll at the MLB level?
A lot. Oh. I have another hot take for you guys when we get there.
Yeah.
He's putting him right up there with Bobby Witt. So
Yep, he finishes. I'm gonna say Corbin Carroll's my rookie of the year prediction, and I think he will also finish top 7 in MVP voting. I've been preaching this. I've been preaching this for a month now.
I think
Okay.
I think Zach Gallen will finish top 7 in Cy Young.
I can get behind that.
They're just a great all-around team, in my opinion.
All right. Fourth,
Fourth place, I have the San Francisco Giants finishing
Yep.
76 and 86.
I have them at 74 and 88, but fourth.
I have the Colorado Rockies at 4.
Tommy,
I don't have the Colorado Rockies at 4. I have the San Francisco Giants at 4.
Giants are gonna collapse. Rockies are gonna churn some heads. A lot of the top prospects are
With what
coming up.
players?
Chris Bryant's gonna be healthy. He's gonna be solid. A lot of your top prospects are coming up. I think Zach Bean will debut. I think they beat out the Giants by like a game.
Zach Bean is
I have
Zach
another
Bean is coming
hot
up in
take.
September. At earliest, Zach Bean is coming up in September. Elihuris Montero, I love. Brendan Rodgers is out for the year.
Rogers is out for the year.
Brendan Rodgers is out for the year. He was our best hitter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Giants finished 4th, like I was saying. The Rockies, maybe next year.
I've been saying maybe next year for the past 3 years.
Okay,
not
I,
maybe next
Especially about
year.
the Angels.
I did not know that Brendan Rodgers was out for the year.
Yeah,
That
spring
changes
training
a
injury.
lot.
That
yeah,
changes
I
a
have the
lot.
Rockies winning. Yeah, I have a hot take. Chris Bryant will be traded at the deadline.
Chris Bryant will be traded at the deadline, as will CJ Cron, as will Herman Marquez, as will Kyle Freeland. The Rockies are going to sell anybody
Yes,
over
man.
the age of about 25 is gone. I mean, we are talking the purge here.
They might
Ryan
as well just.
McMahon
They might
is
as
gonna
well
say,
just
though.
give. They might just give you a call and ask you to play.
Yeah, that's gonna go well.
Better than Chris Bryant.
I got the Rockies finishing 5th. I had them at 69 wins. I'm going to move that down to 66. Just
I
because I
had them at
didn't know that
70.
Rodgers.
I had him at 70. I'm moving him down to 67.
50.
I had
I'm
55
lowballing
wins.
I'm lowballing.
All right, should we get into NL MVP?
Do it.
Let's. Coleman
I-
Carroll
Alright.
finishes top 7 in MVP voting. Book
That's
it.
insane.
Book it. Book it. Book
That
it.
is
Put the
foul. That
house
is
on it.
no.
Book.
How many at-bats has this dude even had?
He's a stud. He is a stud.
Okay, so you're
Who?
saying that a dude that has 104 career at-bats is going to be set. You've seen nothing.
I don't even know who this guy is.
Coleman Carroll is that guy.
He's
He's
the
the
center.
next
He's the center
stud.
field prospect for
He's the
the
next
Arizona
stud.
Insanely
Diamondbacks.
fast.
The
Yeah,
Dude's
next
going to
I
steal
mean, he is
50
stud.
bases.
I think
Yeah,
Justin
he's
thinks the
gonna
Diamond-
steal 60 bases. I agree.
I think Justin thinks the Diamondbacks are going to be the next MLB dynasty.
They very well could. They have so many good prospects.
I think they could be. I mean, it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
I mean, for my NL MVP pick, I have a guy that I liked and I thought was really good before the World Baseball Classic. So this isn't a recency bias. I have Trey Turner winning NL MVP.
I
It's
like
not a
him.
recency bias.
Sorry,
I'm
no,
not saying
hey,
it's because he's
no,
so good.
Sir, that is President Turner to you. That is President Turner. Thank you very much.
President
Watch
Turner.
yourself.
Yes, I apologize.
Watch
Check
yourself.
yourself at the front door.
Watch yourself.
Yeah. I am going with Juan Soto.
Overrated.
I'm going with Mookie Betts.
I'm
Trader.
saying back to back. I think Paul Goldschmidt gets it again.
No,
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
you've upset me, Tommy.
I
You've
could
upset me.
I could say Nolan Arenado,
All
but
right.
I don't think he will.
Okay.
You know what that would do to me if Nolan Arenado won MVP in a town, that wasn't Denver. That would be that I couldn't handle that, man.
Cy Young time.
All right, NL Cy Young. This might get me flamed a little bit. It's a hot take. This guy is young, and he's been good every year that he's played, but last year was his first full year. The dude started 24 games, and I know that wins and losses are overrated and irrelevant, really, but he lost one. He had one loss in 24 starts. Tony Gonsolin of the LA Dodgers will win NL Cy Young. The dude is special,
Like it.
and no one talks about it.
I like it.
I like it, but I have to go with my boy, Sandy Alcantara. Even though
That's the number one. And I think that it's a good pick. I just wanted to do a little creativity.
Mhm.
I think that's a
I'm
really
not going to
good
be
pick.
creative. I'm not going to be creative. I'm going to say Sandy Alcantara. However, I don't think Hayden Wiesenski is gonna be anywhere close to it this year, but he was named the Cubs number 5 starting pitcher. I think he'll throw in a lot of heads.
Sorry, who?
Hayden Wiesenski, he was the Yankees prospect we traded Scott Efros for.
Oh,
He's
okay.
really
That
good.
name rings a little bell.
He's really good. I don't think he'll be anywhere near the trophy, but I want to bring some luck to his name. Like, if he somehow finishes top 10, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think he will, but I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, I have 2 picks from the same division.
You think we'll have co-Cy Young winners?
I have 2. Those are the 2 guys that I think could win it. So we got Spencer Strider
Hmm.
and Aaron Nola.
I like that.
him.
Yeah.
Those are good picks.
Those are both relatively safe, but we saw just what Spencer Strider can do last year. And obviously, Aaron Nola's been killing it for years. And I think, he should get some award recognition for just how good of a pitcher that guy is.
Yeah.
He is underappreciated. And even in the top echelon of pitchers, he's underappreciated.
Mhm.
And okay.
All right, for the NL Rookie of the Year, I have a safe pick. I'm going to go with Corbin Carroll. I think that he's not going to be top 7 in MVP voting, but the dude will steal a ton of bases, especially with the new bigger bases and stuff. I think that he's just in the pitch clock. I think that it's just going to really help him, and he's going to steal 50 bases. I think his rookie season is going to emulate the old Mike Trout. Steals a lot of bases, hits some home runs, not a ton, but hits some home runs, and is just an all-around baller. So that's who I got for NL Rookie of the Year.
I am going with Kodai Senga.
I'm also going with Corbin Carroll.
So
Kodai?
that was one of my possibilities, was Kodai Senga. That was going to be one of them. And I was talking a little bit about this guy earlier. And I wanted to sprinkle him in here. There's 2 options. One, I'm gonna go with a biased pick for one of mine because I have to, because I try not to be biased as much as possible.
He's the most biased person on this team.
Justin, I have nothing to be biased about.
It was a joke.
I think I might be the most biased, but
I know I'm the least biased.
I would agree with that.
Ezekiel Tovar deserves more Rookie of the Year respect and recognition than he is getting. That being said, my overall pick is Elly De La Cruz. That is my pick to win it, is Elly De La Cruz of the Cincinnati Reds. He's a 6'5" switch hitter. He kills the ball. The ball goes everywhere, and he's fast. He's good. He's really good.
He is good.
all right, so do we just have World Series predictions?
That's it. That's
Yeah.
how we end it.
All right. So I'll start. I have the San Diego Padres. I had a pick earlier and I changed it after thinking about it. I have the San Diego Padres beating the Cleveland Guardians in 7 games in the World Series, with the World Series MVP being Manny Machado.
I originally picked the Mets, but then Diaz's injury happened, so I changed my pick. I am going with the Padres to beat the Guardians in 6. Your World Series MVP, Josh Hader. Yeah, I said it.
The Padres.
Interesting.
I have the Padres going up against the Guardians as well. With the Guardians winning in 7, Steven Kwan, World Series MVP.
Ooh, interesting.
Steven Kwan will hit 700 in the World Series and just get on base.
I think Steven Kwan could very well be the batting champion this year of the American League.
Definitely.
Mhm.
All right. I'll stick with the Guardians. Trent, what the heck? Guardians beating the Atlanta Braves in 7 games with World Series MVP Emmanuel Clase.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I like that. I do. I like that.
The guy, he is going to be the best reliever in baseball. That is there it is for you.
Yes.
That is the easiest pick I have made this entire thing.
unless Travis Toon makes it to the MLB, then he would be the best relief pitcher.
But I think Clase is a lock, an
Yeah.
absolute lock to be the best.
I agree.
Dark horse Cy Young, maybe.
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 All I know is that is that if Mariano Rivera couldn't win a Cy Young, I don't think any reliever right now can win it if Mariano Rivera couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the unfortunate reality of it, like we live in a time where, I mean, we had the guy who was the most dynamic, the best, the best pitcher, the best reliever on earth, at his time and ever, really. And that's just how it was. So his best season, was unprecedented and he couldn't win one. So it's just hard to pick any reliever, period, to do it.
Yeah.
He had a 53 save season.
I could do that.
And he only got third in Cy Young voting. He had another season where he got 40. He got second in Cy Young voting. Do you know who he lost it to that year when he got second in Cy Young voting?
What year?
This is 2005.
2005. That'd be Bartolo Colon.
This is Bartolo Colon.
Bartolo,
Big sexy.
Bartolo, big sexy. Back when he played on my team, the LA Angels. Yeah.
Man, the rest of that
Good
list is a nice flashback, though.
Sexy.
Hey guys, check this out. The rest of that AL Cy Young list. Listen to this. So Colon and Rivera 1 and 2, Johan Santana 3.
Johan Santana? Was that when he played for the Twins?
Yes, Cliff Lee 4, Mark Beerley 5, John Garland 6, and Kevin Millwood.
Okay, that's a trip down memory lane.
That is wild.
Yeah.
And the NL Cy Young, Chris Carpenter won it.
Whoa.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you who Chris Carpenter is to save my life.
I've heard of
He's the
him. I think he played
Carpenter.
for the
He's
Dodgers.
the Carpenter.
I know he played for the Cardinals.
Houston Street won AL Rookie of the Year. Ryan Howard.
Oh, my dude, Houston Street.
Bro, hey, Rockies legend Houston Street. Stop playing.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
NL Rookie of the Year, Ryan Howard. Man, Ryan Howard was in and then he was out.
Yeah, I love Ryan Howard.
NL MVP was Pujols. AL MVP was A-Rod. Man, this was peak A-Rod juicing. The guy had a 9.4 WAR and a 103.1 OPS.
Ooh,
This is peak EPO.
that's peak, yeah.
Yeah.
All righty. Anybody else have any other opinions that they want to give before we sign off for this episode?
Dansby
I have a quick
Swanson
comment.
plays really good for the Cubs.
Chris Sale wins AL Comeback Player of the Year.
Patrick Sandoval finishes top 5 in AL Cy Young Award voting.
No.
I don't hate it.
The A's will move. This will be the A's last season in Oakland.
I can get behind that one.
I think they'll have.
Patrick
that's gonna-
Sandoval sucks,
know.
though. He's not going to be a top 5 Cy
Patrick
Young
Sandoval
candidate.
does not. Did you watch the World Baseball Classic?
He doesn't suck, but he's not going to win. He's not going to be top 5 AL Cy Young candidate.
All right, whatever. Watch the season. Watch the season.
All right.
I'm starting to think that you don't.
By the way, I'd like to make this point as well. It is physically impossible for this to be their last year in Oakland.
Yeah. I don't
The
think
location would have had to be approved earlier than, like they would have had to have a location approved. Like they would have either had a stadium built already. Like in order for it to happen this year, a stadium would already would have had to have been built, which it hasn't.
Yep.
Or a project would have had to be started like 3 years ago, and it
And
hasn't.
there's only, and they're gonna move to Vegas eventually, but there's only one baseball stadium in Vegas, and that's Las Vegas Ballpark, which is a minor league stadium, which
They
I'm
might just
visiting in
become
like
a
2 weeks.
traveling. They could become a traveling team in between Oakland and Vegas.
I don't think they'd do that. It's a cool
Man,
idea.
they won't let
but
that happen.
yeah, they're not gonna let that slide.
Okay.
The Las Vegas ballpark's dimensions: 340 feet to the right and left, and 380 to left center, 415 to center.
You've seen that stadium if you've been watching the XFL. You know how bad it is.
It's not good.
That being said, it is relatively the same size. It is bigger than Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
To left
It
and right and
It
to
holds
center,
like
it is
6,000
bigger.
people.
That's the problem, is its capacity.
Well, for A's fans, that's not a problem. They'll never be able
That
to
is
fill that
also
many
true. It'd be a
seats.
packed house every night, but no one would be complaining.
It's a 10,000 seater.
Yeah.
The A's actually played a few games while at that stadium in 1996 when the Oakland Coliseum was going under renovations. Fun fact.
Yeah, because their AAA team plays there. Yeah,
Or played there at the time.
Mhm.
which they still do. Las
I
Vegas
think
Aviators.
I thought their AAA was Sacramento for some reason.
The River Cats, I think that's the Giants.
You might be right.
Yes, the River Cats
No.
is the Giants. Yes.
Yeah.
I know that one. Don't ask me why I know that one, but I do. Here we are. Either way, I mean, you could build on the stadium to increase capacity in a year. That part is physically possible. They won't. They would have announced a move before now if they were going to move next year.
Mhm.
I got nothing else to say. I've
I don't
said
have anything
everything.
else to say.
No.
Gentlemen,
1999 World Series champion. Go.
Yankees over Braves in the sweep in the series that nobody remembers.
1899. Go.
There
didn't
was
happen.
no World Series, you
1903
idiot.
1903 was the first.
1907. Go.
It was the Cubs.
1908. Go.
All right,
We can
so
stop.
Justin, stop. All right, thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate it as every week. Thank you so much for watching, listening, wherever you are. Braden, Eli, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it as always. Justin, you're here pretty much every week.
No,
We will
it's
see
2
you all
weeks.
next
I
week.
haven't been on for a month. And no one welcomed me back.
No welcome back. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you all next week. Peace.